Headlines: Conor McGregor may have gotten into a bar fight with the Irish mob. So if you see what I'm seeing right here, it's saying, they're down here, it says, he basically got into a scuffle with some bad dudes. You know, he got in a bar fight, throw some punches and bunches, and he landed a couple punches. And Conor McGregor is one of those kind of guys, and he's at the top of the world, that he doesn't back down from anybody. Why would you take shit from anybody? And that's the honest truth. He is a guy who does not back down from anybody. He's not scared. He has that mindset, you mess with me, I'm going to mess you up. And Conor McGregor, for example, is one of the baddest dudes on the planet in the martial arts game. He could defend himself, but when it comes to mobsters, that is something you don't mess with. If this is allegedly a true story, he could die. They could find out where he lives. He's always rolling up in a lot of fancy clothes, fancy cars, fancy shoes, fancy jewelry, and a lot of people want to test themselves against you, because Conor is a guy who basically flaunts himself as, I'm a badass, I walk the walk and I talk the talk, which he does in the sporting world as an athlete. But when you're talking about the mob is something you don't want to mess with. You just don't want to mess with it. It doesn't matter who you are as an athlete. You don't mess with the mob, because they'll mess you up quick, son. I wouldn't want to mess with the mob. But it was always, that's my take on it. Did he mess with the mob? Did he get into some deep water that his ass can't catch? I don't know, but they say allegedly he got in a bar fight, and allegedly it was a mobster that he swung on. Like I said, Conor is a guy who's not going to back down from anybody in the MMA world, boxing world, or just anywhere in general. And he's one of those type of guys in life that he's so high on the pedestal as a famous UFC fighter that he believes he runs the world. He just got $100 million. Maybe people are now putting a hit out on him, like, hey, we know Conor's gonna be at this bar, let's mess with him, let's test our skills against him. They could have done something like that, but we don't know. We weren't there. All we know is it says Conor threw a couple punches and landed a couple punches. But like Dana White says, he doesn't know if it's true or if it's false or it's just some rumors, because when you're a famous person, people do spread some crazy rumors. But as always, I'm Trevor, and that's a crazy story. A UFC fighter, Conor McGregor, maybe have been in a bar fight with the Irish mob. Wow. That's crazy.